Today we're taking a look at the i-Blason ArmorBox case for the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. Thanks to i-Blason for sending this one over for us to take a look at. If the ArmorBox cases are new to you, this case series is for people who really want to take their S26 Ultra protection to the next level. This will basically turn your S26 Ultra into a tank. This is a really beefy, really strong, and very functional type of case for people who really want to protect their phone. The ArmorBox case features two interlocking layers made from TPU and PC materials. The screen side layer is essentially a front frame with a built-in screen protector that gets installed first, overlaid basically just on top of the screen side of your phone. Then you place that assembled front half into the main rear case body, and you're all set. The installation really isn't too hard, but I do often see people struggling with it for the first time. Interlocking cases like this are going to stay intact when you drop the phone, and they provide quite a bit of extra coverage because of that design, how they interlock. It's very tight and very strong. This case essentially is encasing your phone. Just make sure that when you go to take this apart for the first time, just make sure you try to separate them at the bottom right, then peel all the way up the sides, and you should be good to go. As for the protection factors, I mentioned that the front frame does have that built-in screen protector. It's a relatively good thickness in my opinion. I think it's going to deal with a lot of the common things that are going to come into contact with your screen over the years. Keys, change, random stuff on your desk, anything like that. This screen protector should have you covered. The ArmorBox case is also providing screen protection in the form of the bezel that it creates, which extends up past the height of the glass on the front side of the S26 Ultra. This is actually a super important feature for keeping that screen safe because it means that in a flat surface drop scenario, the case bezel makes that initial impact with the ground and not your glass. You don't want any part of the glass actually making that initial contact with something like a tile floor, concrete sidewalk, or an asphalt street. You're definitely not going to win that battle. The harder frame that's supported by the softer TPU material that basically locks into it and keeps it in place is going to absorb and redistribute those impact forces, which should help increase the chances of you not wrecking the glass on your very expensive phone. As for the main rear case body, it's bulky and it's beefy, just the way I like my cases. We've got plenty of TPU material here as well as polycarbonate. That's really going to help protect your S26 Ultra and keep it safe. We've got good structure here, some rigidity, but we do maintain that bounciness along the bumper section, which is really what I like to see in terms of smartphone cases. That's pretty much the magic formula for building a good case. As for that bumper section of the case, that outer perimeter material that I was talking about, it's all really well reinforced. I tried to push and kind of pull on it, see if it would deform or malform, and it basically kept its form and it was relatively strong, so that's good to see. The corners are also massively reinforced with extra material, definitely a feature you should be looking for in a very protective case. It's worth mentioning too that the sides of this case do have these really grippy sections. That's a quality of life feature and a case protection feature. If you drop your phone less, you're less likely to break it in the first place, and it's just easier to hold on to if it's grippier, which is a plus. The backside of the case is a little smooth, but it's not actually totally flat. It does have different heights in the design. I would like to see a little bit of a textured area towards the bottom next time, but I don't think this is a deal breaker. The case does support MagSafe accessories, things like magnetic rings, car mounts for navigation, all that stuff is super useful. And in terms of that camera protection strategy, looking at it, we do have the built-up bezel supporting the camera cutout region. This is key for protecting those cameras and the lenses. You want that bezel to extend past the height of the lenses to make sure that when you do drop your phone on that hard flat surface, those lenses don't crack because those cameras are probably pretty important to you. As for functionality, this case does have a fold-out kickstand as well. Super nice for watching videos or taking video calls. And for wireless charging, this case does support wireless charging on most Samsung-compatible wireless Qi chargers, but this case is a little bit thick. So you definitely want to make sure that when you do set the phone down on your wireless charger, that you positioned it correctly for the wireless charger type that you have, and it actually started that charging session. It's worth noting you should really do that for any type of case though. In looking at the USB-C port, we have a decent size cutout for that port, but we don't have a USB-C flap. The S Pen bay is also a good size. I don't think there's going to be any issues with removing and reinserting the S Pen. Overall, I'm actually a huge fan of the ArmorBox cases for the Galaxy S26 Ultra, if you couldn't tell. This is one of the top tier choices for protection for this phone, in my opinion. I think the features and the functionality really just enhance the value overall for this case. In the past with my Galaxy S25 Ultra, I've alternated between this case and the UB Grip case from Subcase. They're both excellent. The one that I had here today is of course the black version with the belt clip, but you can get this in blue, orange, and red, and then there's belt clips in some of those colors as well. Personally, I think my favorite color might be the red. It looks really good in person for these cases. I'll leave an affiliate link in the description below if you want to pick one of these up for your Galaxy S26 Ultra. It's free to you and it helps the channel out, so check it out. If you got any value out of this one, I'd appreciate it if you could smash that like button, as that tells YouTube to share this video with other S26 Ultra owners who are researching very protective cases. Smartphones and accessories are basically what I cover around here. If you're into that kind of thing, make sure to get subscribed to the channel and ring that bell for notifications. Until next time, stay charged up.